Hey guys, TheGamingSandwich here. So, this is my undefeated shaddoll Eldlich deck. Sadly, we came second due to tiebreakers. Not bad. It's still XO, so it's still good. So this is the update for the deck. So we got 3 rare shaddoll Wendy. She searched for the deck. So really good. Set any shaddoll monster face down. So 2 Hedgehog, and when it's flip effect, you get to add a shaddoll spell trap from your deck to hand, and when it's sent to the grave, you get to search a shaddoll and add it to your hand. Really good. 2 Squirmatter. Squirmatter is pretty much either if you flip it, you get to target a card on the field and destroy it. Always good. Well, monster and destroy it, sorry. And when it's sent to the graveyard, you can send any shaddoll card to the graveyard. Again, really useful. 2 Falco, I feel 2 Falco is fine. You can do actually a few extra funny combos with this later. But yeah, still good. Setting it. So when it sends itself, it can set itself. And when you flip it, you get to special a shaddoll monster from the graveyard face down. Again, advantage. So quite fun. 1 aerial. I just find at the moment 1's fine. So yeah, you can flip it. You can set a shaddoll monster that was banished. The other one is if it's sent to the graveyard, you can banish 3 cards. So good. Then you play 1 of your 1 Curious. It's not the best, but I just like it because it's a light target and it's a level 2, occasionally relevant. 1 Beast, just flip, draw 2 cards, or if it's sent to the graveyard, draw a card. Really good. 1 Shaddoll Genius just feels right, just because its negate effect could be coming in handy, and 1 Shaddoll Dragon for spell and trap removal. So that is your main shaddoll lineup. For the extras, we have 2 Dark Honest. You are running primarily Dark, so Dark Honest to like back up a window is really useful. Again, you can still use it for other things, but it's still useful. I just find it's just a nice little like tech pick. New tech for the deck, we are running 2 Phantasme. Yeah, you can Fang Pack for this. It's a really good shout. Yeah, because your opponent goes off, they can't usually imperm this. The idea and the reasoning I came up with this more than I didn't read his explanation into it, but for me, Mathematician is good, but you summoning this on your opponent's turn to correct your hand and then not being able to imperm it really helps. Maybe they get rid of it, but still, it's like it allows for hand correction, which is what you want. And last but not least, 2 Eldlich the Golden Lord. Such a dirty card. Just the effect to keep summoning this self becoming a literal. It's just on the spot removal by discarding another card and then just summoning itself back. It's just so dirty, but yeah, so good. So for spells, we're running a small amount of spells. We'll run Reborn. Again, it's Reborn. I know sometimes you could probably cut this, but for me, it's just like nicking something. Just if you usually end up resolving unless you're winning the game. So 3 Shaddoll Fusion. Sorry, 3 Super Poly. My bad. Yeah, you should be running 3 Super Poly. It's so good. You can literally hit every element with this deck. We are not main decking all of them, but yeah, you can hit every element. Next, 2 Shaddoll, 2 L Shaddoll. I just find this ratio is right for me. I either don't always want to draw these, or I do want to kind of like draw into them, but I don't want to have clogging my hand with multiples. That's the idea for me for it, is that I wouldn't want to see 3 Shaddoll, 3 Shaddoll Fusion in my hand, or I wouldn't want to see, if I saw a mixture of these 2, I'd be happy, but not like multiples of the same one. So that's the theory behind it anyway. So I feel 2 is right, the sides of the deck. So for traps, there's a lot of 1-ofs here, and I do apologise. So 1 Res Shaddoll Incarnation, just the effect of like rezzing a Shaddoll is really useful. Plus you can banish it to flip a Shaddoll face up, which is really again useful. Just again, it's stuff that comes in handy. 1 Schism, so good. I was playing this deck before I could get hold of Schism, but now I can. It's just, yeah, it's so busted. Schism's so good. Just making a window in your opponent's turn is just broken, and then sending something is just too BS. 1 Core again isn't too useful, but the fact is that like in 1 game, which was really relevant today, I summon Core, and then it's like I super polyed his monster, but I discarded the Shaddoll Fusion, so when this went to the graveyard, I added back the Shaddoll Fusion with Core's other effect, which is just again just super broken. So yeah, really good. So I believe these 3 are fine. Next we run to this part, we're on 2 Scarlet Sanguine. So yeah, it's just The only problem with this is you have to watch your timing on when to activate it because it does lock you into zombies. But then it's like you banish this to, set a golden land card, which is really good, and just set your advantage spiraling off. So for your golden lands, we are running two of this guy and one guardian. Guardian is just useful, just again because it's just a nice defense, so just useful. I like it for that, and just the fact that they're making someone's attack 0 is just funny. This one I just like, even though like Conquistador is the better one, I just can't seem. No one wants to seem to trade on Conquistadors, so this one's nice, just banishing opponent's card is just useful. Obviously, like I said, if I could get Conquistadors, I'd play them, but unfortunately, sad as me. So the next we play one Punishment, so Punishment's good. So go to sadly locks you out of something for an extra, but it's useful if you're just setting up. And then 3 Dynamiscus, you gotta run it, so good in shaddolls. Okay, for your extra deck, we were running 2 Winder, just denying your opponent that extra summon is just awesome. 2 Apoclone, because locking them out of stuff. There was a one in this where literally I played Shaddoll Fusion, going to this, and then send 2, and then I chain blocked an Appaloosa. So it's like you can get the last one, but you're going to pretty much lose your attack. So I'm just going to beat over it, which again was really useful. Free Construct, yeah, it's Construct, it's so good. Just destroying a monster that special summoned is so important, and the extra send is just so good. So that's those. We're on 1 water, 1 earth, 1 of this one, just because it's really good for the dogmatic punishment. Just getting the extra pop is just so useful. Now we're on 1 Starving Venom. Again, it's just a generic target, so I like it. 1 Herald of Arclight, because, yeah, you can easily make it in this deck. Falco's a tuner, you have the Light Shaddoll, and then you also have your Paleozoics, so really good. Speaking of Paleozoics, how about we get an Ophibinia, because, yeah, it's unaffected by monster effects, so again, it's useful. And being able to activate those Ophibinias from your hand, and your opponent forgetting about that is really funny. Then we run 2 links. We run 1 shaddoll construct, just in case you need to fusion summon. It has come up, and it is occasionally relevant. And then 1 borrow sword. I never made it today, but again, in the times in the future where I have, in the past where I have made it, is just basically game. So that's that. So for the side deck, we side decked 1 Grista because it becomes relevant occasionally, but I'd rather not main deck it, so it's a super poly target. 2 Math, because in case when Phantasma becomes irrelevant, or you're playing someone who's just playing Extravagance or something, you're just not going to get that net value, so I just added the Math for that. Another Aerial, just in case I'm playing like a banished up deck. 2 Lancia, again this came in clutch today, especially the guy against Tri Brigade. So it's if you think about it, then when you set a cut monster, you can just send this, and then you've basically got a, again, Schism that's live for Construct, so it's so good. 2 Lava Golem, never made it, but it was just in case someone did like Dragon Link board, so it's like you send this, and then it's like you can super poly and do stuff, so it's useful. 1 at Hell Shaddoll, never made it, it never put it in, it just didn't turn out to be relevant at that point in time. But, it's one of those. It's there if I need it. Then for your 2 1-offs, we are running Harpies and Regeki. I feel like they need no explanation. Spell and Trap removal, monster removal, it's so good. Next, 2 Anointees. Olinoides, or whatever you want to say it. Yeah, just spell MST is really good. Again, because you've got Ophibinia, it's just good to kind of go, okay, playing a lot of like back row heavy decks. Siding these, siding your Harpies, so good. And next, MVP was Lost Wind. Lost Wind was so good today. Helping me out negating monster effects. Just these come in clutch. These were so good. I was like, oh, I need to possibly get a 3rd. They're so good. But yeah, like reusing these multiple times is it's the fact that it's a obviously a hit skill drain. So if you hit it during your opponent's combo at the right point, it is just so devastating. Especially like if they link off stuff and then it's like, okay, yeah, hit that, yeah, done, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll just set that. There is like fun ones where literally I was doing that, and then in one match I activated my loveliness that is my Lancia. So obviously I'd set this back from the grave. So chain Lancia, and then it was like, play this, and it's like, oh no, that should be banished. I was like, no, because Lancia goes straight to the grave again, so I could set it again. So I got to use 1 3 times in 1 turn because of Lancia. So yes, yeah, remember that funny ruling. That's just annoying to deal with. But yes, so good. What I changed about the deck, I think there might be like a few things in the side I might tweak around with, but apart from that, like the deck was performing so well. Really glad I took it. Especially under like when I actually have more sleep, it just plays so much better when you've like rested up, because it is a good thinking person's deck. There were so my records were 2-0 versus Springen. Springen's it just you so no sorry 2-1 versus Springen. I think it was like game 1 did well, game 2 bricked, game 3. No, sorry, no. Yeah, did being bricked, yeah. No, sorry, it was a 2-0, sorry, my bad. So game 1 was Spriggan, it was 2-0. Game 2, it was against Tri Brigade, and that was a 2-1. So I lost game 1, yeah, bad call on my part. So I lost game 1, and then it was won game 2 and 3. So that's fine. Third was Machina. Machina was just a slow burn of a game. Yeah, these just come in clutch. It's just like just waiting for that opportunity to like when they let you provoke them into using the chain links, and then it's like you kind of get rid of the card you want. Hopefully it's not one of the ones they tributed off. You have to remember that. But yeah, so yeah, that was fun. So, and then 4th game was against Adamancipator Prank Kids, I want to say. Turn 1, he opens up with a goes full combo. As for this deck, I have no real hand traps apart from the Phantasme. So he opens up, goes into Meow Meow. I go Phantasme, draw 2 cards, shunt back 1 that I don't want. Ends on a board of like triple Appaloosa and a Herald of Arclight. I proceed to go to battle phase, slam into the Arclight, Phantasme, activate El Shaddoll Fusion, and then virtually game over from there. Game 2 and 3, sorry, game 2 he didn't see anything, so that was it. Sadly it's only a 4-round local, so that's fine. We placed 2nd. I didn't pull anything really decent. What did I think I've got like the better cards I pulled. So the cards we got today were a Drum Dragon Thunderbolt, a Token Stampede, and where is it? There it is, and we pulled a Jank Secret Rare. So not too bad for our entrance fee. You know, we got a little bit more value than when we entered, but it's not too bad. I keep track of like all the stuff in terms of profit that we've got. So because we pulled the ultimate, we're still ahead in profit wise, so that's good. We're not negging in anything yet. I say yet, cross fingers, we are not negging. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Hopefully you guys should like it. Give us a thumbs up if you like the deck profile. I will do explanations a bit more when I'm feeling a bit more awake, because I have work at like 3 in the morning, so that's going to be fun for me. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.